Hey everybody, happy Wednesday, happy Facebook Live. Thanks for your patience tonight. I know tonight's is a little bit later than normal. If you're joining us on YouTube later on, welcome and happy to have you. So, I am just grabbing a few supplies and want to make sure that I can see us over here and that I can see everything that's happening. So we're going to play a little bit with the new Splendid Thoughts Splendid Day Suite, and I'm really excited because there's quite a few pieces to this and there's some really charming little stamps in here. So bear with me. I'm gonna pull us up over here so I can see everybody's comments. If you're here, say hello. If you're oh, there we go. All right. Well, I'm here, so that's good. I have got some really lovely samples to show you, and then we're going to make a card, and I'm going to get some feedback from you guys as to what we're going to make and what we're going to do. And then I'm also going to announce that anybody who buys any piece of the Splendid Day Suite, whether it's the stems and dies, or the stamp set, or if you end up earning the really beautiful note cards and envelopes from Celebration, or you buy the beautiful paper, or there's two really pretty, let me grab them, two really nice pieces that go with it. I just have to find them. Oh, here's one. Hopefully I can find the other. Where are these? Well, there's the really pretty ribbon, and then there's the really gorgeous metal pieces, but I don't see them in my craft space. Well, I will have to find them at some other point, but they're really beautiful. So if you're here, say hello. This card is actually the card that I did for a tutorial bundle that we're doing. This is with the Bertucci's, and there's 27 projects in that tutorial bundle. So I'm going to show off this stamp tonight, and I'm going to kind of show how that's used. A few other ones that we worked on. This is actually a planter. It can be a little planter piece, and you can kind of see that in the stamp, well, no, in the dies. So the dies has this cute little, I call it the taco, but it's a planter. So, but on this one, we just kind of turned it upside down, and I like the little touch of ribbon and the nice stamped background. This one it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, but that's a-okay. I clumped the flowers and leaves all too close together. I don't know what I was going for there. But anyway, I did really like the brick and kind of adding a little bit of Whisper White to the brick. I thought that was a nice touch. This one was actually really cool. We might do something with this. So we did the blend markers on the background, and then we stamped the cute little bee on there. I like the bee. So we might do something with a little blend marker technique. And then this one was the leftovers from that other card, and they use these as kind of like windows to stick these pieces in, and I thought that was cute. And then I put it on a one of the other, so there's two colors in here. There's a pool party and a soft sea foam. So I put it on the pool party background. I thought that was fun. But we're gonna use the soft sea foam one, and I think we're gonna do a little bit with, let's see, I like this. I like this piece. I think we'll like a few pieces with this. And then, what else? What else? All right, I'm gonna put this aside. And we're gonna need some white. All right. Let's see, I probably got a scrap in here. I'm committed to using my scrap bin a bit more. I think it's been beefed up. There's quite a bit of scraps in here, so I need to use that. All right, and then a couple soft seafoam pieces maybe. Maybe we'll do some All right, so we'll get some soft seafoam, and we'll maybe cut a few pieces out with that. And then, all right, so I'm gonna kind of frame it pretty similar to this one, but I'm gonna make a few changes. So one of the questions is, let me show you all the pieces of DSP, and let's make a decision as to which piece we want to feature. So I do love the really pretty purple. I think it's gorgeous. The back side of it is a softer kind of matte purple pattern with the plants on it. I haven't touched this piece because I'm just saving it for in all its glory, but maybe, you know, this card could command that. There's also this piece, which is really beautiful. It's very green. So my only concern about using this one is that it's kind of like green on green, which looks a little sickly. I think this has a bit of a more, you know, contrast. There's this kind of silver, and the back side of this silver is like also kind of a gray granite. It's probably gray granite. There's the pool party piece, which is really beautiful. And I just noticed it right now. There's a couple of ladybugs on here, but they're really kind of hard to see. Oh, you can see it on camera though, which is great. I'm glad. Because here the glare is a little too bright. And then there's this beautiful piece, which I actually think would make a lovely kind of layering piece on here. So I think in the back of this one is the Calypso Coral. So I think I'm going to use this one for this card. For this one, I'm probably going to do panels and just do a really simple sentiment and let this panel kind of speak for itself. The same thing with this one, right? Like I'm just going to cut a panel, you know, with the little bumblebee and let that kind of speak for itself. So, all right. So let me put this aside and let's get our trimmer out. And you know me, there's always 27 pieces of paper in the way, and you know, there's always a lot going on, right? So I think for the DSP, we probably need maybe like 3 1/4. Yeah. All right, by maybe 4 3/4. Sure. All right, so then, yeah, that's nice. And if we decide we want to flip it and do some Calypso Coral, you know, we can always do that. But I think I'm going to keep it on this side. Okay, so that's that for the DSP. And that's just a half a pack of the DSP, by the way. I split it with a friend, so we each got a piece, which is fine. All right, so let me show you how fun this little blend marker technique is. Hey Rhonda, hey Kathy, the paper is really beautiful. And the note cards and the envelopes are equally beautiful. I really love them. So, all right, let me grab some markers. Full party? No, I'm not wrong. Why not? Let's see, I don't fit that though. I think these are full. Yeah. And then I want fresh freezer, which I don't think I have. I think this might be Highland Tether. So So I think in the sample, we used fresh freesia. I'm gonna use Highland Heather because apparently I don't have the fresh freesia marker, which is perfectly fine. Hi, Lynn, how's it going? All right, so we're just gonna create a little background here and we're just gonna marker, this is the light, and so I'm just gonna come through, hopefully this is the light. Yeah, this is the light. All right, so I'm just gonna come through and I'm gonna kind of marker it. And then I've got my light pool party. And we're gonna put something here at the seam, so it's okay if it's not perfect. Okay. And then we're gonna add some of the dark here. That is really dark, but that's okay, it looks good. And then we're gonna add some of the dark from the pool party. And then I'm gonna come back with the light and I'm gonna kind of come back in and just lighten it up. Just to make that fade a little bit softer. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the light Highland Heather, but I'm gonna check to make sure I got the right thing before I do that. So I'm just coming back in and I'm kind of just softening up that blend right there and then kind of just letting that kind of go out. Okay, cool. So now we've got a fun kind of background and we can add a few little bumblebees. So this stamp is so cute. You guys know that I have an affinity for bumblebees because that's what my name means. So it's going, Lynn. I know. I feel like this is in the summer of going. This is the first week when I felt like myself, honestly, though. All right, so I'm gonna get some Highland Heather ink, and I'm gonna get some pool party ink, and I'm going to find the top of my bee. I do need my bee to fly upwards. I don't want my bee to fly non-upwards, so I'm gonna stamp him in blue on that, and then I'm going to stamp him in Highland Heather, maybe over here. Nice. Okay. So we've got our cute little bee, and he is flying and fluttering, and then we're going to stamp the sentiment. I really do like this sentiment, much love in your new life together. I think that's a really sweet sentiment. I love the sending hugs and today is a day to remember. That's a nice inside sentiment too. Let's celebrate. I mean, this could be good for birthdays or weddings, sympathy, thinking of you cards, right? There's a lot of opportunity here to, you know, have some, it's a good stamp set. So one of the things is, and I thought this was true, but they confirmed it. This is the first time that we've had a non-holiday stamp in the Stampin' Up! Catalog, which is kind of wild. And so I thought that was kind of cool. So this suite is coming out in the new catalog, and my customers and my team are actually going to get access to the 27 tutorials in the tutorial bundle. So I'm just cutting this so it's like equal to the other side. And my team actually is going to get access today because we were given permission to go ahead and give them access upfront. So everybody on my team will have access to the tutorial bundle. It's a great suite. It's a lot of fun to play with. The colors are really soft and pretty, but you can also stamp it in other, other colors. So one of the things I wanted to do was I wanted to show you, and I don't think it's going to stamp well on here. So let me find another piece to show you. Hold for a quick second while I cut this. because I want to show the greenery, because I think that it's a little bit different than some of our other greenery stamps that we've had, and I want to show, and if this drives you crazy, then this isn't the set for you, but the greenery outline and the greenery filler don't match up, which doesn't bother me, but might bother some. Let's do the greenery and the purple. We're gonna stamp some crazy greenery. It's gonna be purple and blue. Can you guys handle it? All right, so, all right. Get a couple more blocks out. All right, so when you stamp this outline, and I'm just making kind of a random, you know, background. I'm not really trying to be precise with it. I might fill in, you know, a few leaves here and there, just because I like to have kind of all my corners filled in. But when I come back with the filler piece, you're gonna see that it does not line up, and it intentionally does not line up, but this might drive you banana boat. So if you like it to line up, and that's one of your things, then this probably is not the stamp set for you. But I'm okay with it. I like kind of the half fill look. I think it's pretty cool, and I really don't have any, you know, issues with it, but there are others for whom this might drive them crazy. So that's what it looks like when you, you know, don't have it matched up, and it's very, very arty and fun looking. I love it. So that's why the card that I made for the tutorial has that on it, because I'm trying to show, you know, showcase that fact that it doesn't match up. So I think it's cool, but that's just me. Who am I, right? I think I'm gonna keep it over on this one. I'll do something else with this card. Don't worry, it won't go to waste. I promise. All right, so this card, I'm gonna die cut, maybe, if I didn't lose the die cut. Oh, here it is, okay. I'm gonna die cut a few little pieces of this branch, because I want you to see how delicate this die cut is. Very artsy, that's funny, Lynn. Jinx. So the die cut pieces for this are very, very delicate. This one especially, which is fine. It's just, you know, you'll want to know that, and you might want to, when you're like kind of pulling it up from your plate, when you die cut it, maybe you could use the putty end to get it up, or you might even want to use like the spatula end to like get it off the plate. Cause like, I think the other day I ripped one trying to get it up and off. So I just, you know, FYI, it's delicate. The other dies aren't as delicate, I want to say. Like they're a little sturdier. Yes, here we go. Let's see. The other ones are, this one's pretty delicate too. It's pretty fine line. This one's definitely thicker. This one's a full outline, a full cut. This one is weirdly sturdy because it's got some thick pieces. This one's really delicate. This is the one I ripped. Yeah, that's definitely the one I ripped the other day. And then there's one to cut out the little bee as well. And someone did make, I'm gonna find it, the taco truck. They made this, the tacos, and then we had that stamp set. I don't know if it's in the current catalog or it was in the last one, but it was the UPS truck, and they made it into a taco truck. Anyway, it was hilarious. Neither, here nor there, but we were calling it the taco. So, all right, so let's use these nice, fast little note cards that have been provided for us, because I'm all about that. All right. Okay. And then piece of ribbon. Definitely have a nice piece of ribbon available for this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like fold the ribbon down kind of in half and then lay it on the back and then flip it over. Great. And then these guys I'm gonna tuck kind of underneath. And I'll probably use a glue dot only because it's really narrow. Now, if I had used adhesive sheets, that probably would have been brilliant, right? But I didn't, so. So there's that. But yeah, adhesive sheets would have been great. I have bought stock in adhesive sheets though, I just want to say. Like I have quite a few. And I like not gluing the pieces down, like just kind of having the branches sitting up. Because I don't know, it gives it a nice kind of 3D look. And then maybe a few dimensionals. So I will say that although these cards very much coordinate with this suite, you can do, almost anything with them. I made a nice little fall card with it. You could do Christmas cards with it. There's a little bit of greenery on the envelope, on the flap, and like a little leaf kind of down here, almost like a eucalyptus leaf. And there's a little bit of a faint, like greenery piece on the background here, but I really think that it's not bold enough that it would prevent you from doing, anything else. So, do I want to try to make that square, or am I gonna go? I think I'm gonna go with the angle. We're gonna go with the flow. But these are fun. So one fun way to make a little background: grab your markers, stamp on top, super cute. Easy to add whatever greenery pieces you have if you've got that. But this paper, this designer series paper, is just stunning. And I really think that it really makes the suite. I wasn't sure. I was like, a greenery set. I have so many. Do I need more plants in my life? And the answer is yes. But the bee definitely sells me. But the paper is really, for me, what did it. I was like, okay, this paper is really, really gorgeous. So here I'll move a couple things out of the way so you can kind of see our pieces. So we've got all of our fun designs. And what's interesting is all the envelopes are green, or that soft sea foam in the set. But the cards, half the cards, I think it's 20. Yeah, so 10 cards are pool party and 10 cards are soft sea foam, which is really nice. So here is some of the fun that we've been having. So you can kind of see, right, all the different colors and variations and tones. There's a lot of like champagne in here, a lot of like calypso coral. I'll raise all this up because I realize it's all too low. Really beautiful, beautiful, sweet. And I hope you like the Splendid Day Suite. It's a lot of fun. The other one, also, this does not fill this perfectly, right? So you've got, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, you could stamp it kind of randomly. So just so you know that these are not, perfect matches, which is a-okay in my book. So, but beautiful set. Hope you love it. And let me know if you have questions. I will be running a new hostess code for the month of July. And then this Saturday, there's an all-day holiday catalog launch party going on. It's in a Facebook page, so don't worry if you can't be there live, because it'll all be there. And so you can come back to it. And then we're also going to post it on YouTube as well. And I'll put links to both of those out there as well, so that you have easy access to that. But my team, you'll be getting tutorial bundle today. I'll put it in our group. And then for my customers, if you buy any piece of this in the month of July or whenever, I'll be kind of watching, then I'm happy to send you that tutorial bundle. It's really great. So Kathy, oh, I'm so glad I convinced you. Yeah, I wasn't convinced at first either, but the more I've played with it, the more I'm like, ooh, this is pretty. And I think it's something that will last us through to the spring. Like, it is a holiday catalog set, but I think that this is, these cards will last us, throughout the year, which is great. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks y'all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm definitely not camera worthy. I went and hung out with friends, and I jumped in their 102-degree hot tub that was not heated, guys. That was just natural heat. So I'm not camera worthy, but I'm still enjoying you, and can't wait to keep sharing. Can't wait to have some fun with this holiday catalog. There's a lot of great stuff to explore and play with. So, all right, let me know if you've got questions. Thanks, y'all. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.